We living out the good life, yeah. I ain't gotta worry about a thing. Oh no. Had some obstacles I overcame. Oh yeah. You don't have to ever be the same. Oh Lord. Cause when we change the mind, we change the game. Coming through clutch. Coming through clutch. Coming through clutch. Coming through clutch.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Kenneth Allen Thomas here on the Kenneth Allen Thomas Show. Listen, guys, really quick, coming up this Monday, we have a very, very special guest, and I have my two new co-hosts that'll be co-hosting with me, my man Nick Mingle and Guy Still, that are going to be on joining me live. We're going to be doing this every single week, the Kenneth Allen Thomas Show, where we talk about faith, family, and leadership. Talk about faith, family, and leadership. Listen, guys, so much to get into today. On today's episode. Listen, I wanted to jump on because of what has gone down in the Oxford shooting, the things that have happened recently in the school shooting out there in Oxford, Michigan. And first and foremost, my prayers and thoughts are with everyone that was involved, these kids that were involved. And we're going to go over a little bit of what was said on the news, and also how can we develop and how can we grow from this? How can we learn from this? I mean, we've been having this issue for quite a long time. And when does it really stop? When does it really end? When are we going to take the initiative to go in the right direction, a better direction? You guys can also go ahead and comment your thoughts. Put your thoughts in the chat. I can see see you guys that are going to be posting in the chat. See you guys in the comments and everything right now. So wherever you're at, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook Live, go ahead and share this out with a friend right now. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. I know some of you guys are on your lunch break and everything right now, but here's what I want to do. I want to bring up what the news is saying. We're going to kind of like break this down piece by piece. And from a leadership standpoint, how can we get better? How can we protect our children as well too, right? Because that's very, very important. A lot of us, our kids went back to school. My kids are homeschooled. All three of my boys are homeschooled. My oldest is the only one that is in high school and goes to school and everything right now. But what tips and tools can we use in order to get better? All right, so here we go. Check this out. Let me I'm going to share my screen with you guys really quick. And let me know in the chat, yo. Are you guys good? Where you guys coming from? Let me know in the chat where you guys are hailing from right now, so I can shout you guys out in the chat. Let me know. Awesome. Let's get it. And if you guys are watching this recording and everything right now, you can also still chime in. I will get back to you guys immediately. All right, so check this out, guys. This is from the Detroit News, ABC News in Detroit, Channel 7 News right here, reporting. So I want you guys to listen to what it is that they're talking about right here, right now. So we're gonna break this down piece by piece, and we're gonna build upon it. All right, and I'm gonna give you guys some practical tips on what I feel that kids need to do moving forward, and what we should do as adults, parents, and how we can get better. All right, here we go.
We know that owning a gun means securing it properly and locking it and keeping the ammunition separate and not allowing access to other individuals.
After extending her deepest gratitude to first responders, including sheriff's deputies, and expressing deep condolences to victims and their families, Prosecutor Karen McDonald announcing a list of charges, including 1 count of terrorism causing death, 4 counts of first-degree premeditated murder, 7 counts of assault with intent to murder, and 12 counts of felony firearm possession. The accused shooter charged as an adult, meaning the chance of life in prison. McDonald also added this about the chance of more charges.
All right, so let's stop here, y'all. Let's look at this really quick. Let's look at this. Let's look at the young bull. Okay. Body language is everything, y'all. Body language is everything. And right here we can actually see my man is just cold-blooded and everything right now. There's something that's taken over his spirit. There's something that's taken over his soul that is allowing him to like have no feeling at all. Like you could just tell in the video right here how my man is. And there's a bishop named Bishop Michael Pitts, and he wrote lyrics affect the mind, right? Rhythm affects the will, and the melody affects our emotions and how we act. So my first question is what is my man listening to? who's in his ear, who's in his environment, right? Right? Disarm being offended against each other, give love, not guns. Amen. 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 He, so my thing is what is he listening to? What is impacting him right now? What would possess him, if he's the guy? What would possess this person to go out and shoot his students? What was happening in school? What's happening at home? See, we run into these situations so many different times, and we have yet to rectify the situation because it happens more times than not, these school shootings, right? So the question is, when is it going to end? What we have to do is start in the home. Let's keep going really quick before I continue. Let's keep going. Let's keep going back. Let me pull this back up here. Pull this back up here, and we're going to keep going. Where we at? All right, here we go.
Charges in light of learning the gun was purchased by the accused shooter's father just days prior.
We have to do better. How many times?
All right, so hold on. They said the gun was purchased by the accused shooter's father. Right? The gun was purchased by the accused shooter's father. Okay, so how did he get the gun? Okay, so clearly it wasn't in a secure place where a minor couldn't get it. Okay, we have to be careful. We gotta be mindful of what is happening with our children. We got to protect our household. So the father, you are the protector. If this is the case, father, you are the protector. You're the one that has to control the environment that your child is living in. Why would he go ahead and grab the gun? And clearly it's not in a secure place, or he knew the code, or whatever the case may be. And what was the motive behind it? Why would he just go randomly, shooting people at school? Okay, so these are questions that I got here. Okay, chime in below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Does this have to happen? How many times? It's possible.
Oh, let's go back here. She said, how many times does this has to happen? Come on now, right?
More charges.
Here we go.
In
Listen.
light of learning the gun was purchased by the accused shooter's father just days prior.
We have to do better. How many times does this have to happen?
We have to do better. How many times does this have to happen? We have to do better. Listen, like real talk, change doesn't start in the White House, y'all. Change doesn't start in the White House. Change starts in your house. I've said this over and over again. Change doesn't start in the White House. Change starts in your house. So what are some ways, guys, comment below. What are some ways, what are some solutions? What are some things that you think that we can do in order to make the right changes so that we can protect our children and protect our future? Chime in below, and I'm going to read your comments in a little bit. Here we go.
How many times? It's possible there could be additional charges issued very soon when that investigation is reviewed and complete.
While a motive for the shooting at Oxford High yesterday remains unknown so far, the prosecutor was very clear in saying this was a planned attack carried out for the purpose of taking lives, and she intends to treat this case as if the victims were her own children.
We need to make sure and want to know that when we send our kids to school, they're safe.
Absolutely. 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 Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement here where when you send your child to school, you're not expecting them to not come home. So when you send your child to school, you're not expecting them to not come home. How many times do we have to send our kids away to school in fear? I mean, this is one of the main reasons why me and Josie decided to homeschool our boys. We said, listen, like there were so many factors, so many reasons. And after everything that was going on in 2020, it was like, you know what? Maybe this is the best move for our family. How can we're going to strongly consider and do our research and figure out the best way to protect our children, even if it, comes down to us teaching them ourselves. And so many times we leave, the world, we leave our children in the hands of the world. We leave our children in the hands of the world, thinking that they're going to be okay, but we can't automatically assume that every household is raising their kids the right way. Let's just be honest. We can't assume that every household is raising their kids the right way so that your kid is going to be protected. So we have to find a solution, right? It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. And too many times, more times than not, we've seen this over and over and over and over again. And will this be the last time? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. Would I like it to be the last time? Absolutely. Because kids should be able to go to school in peace. You want to be able to go to work in peace. But the fact is, we live in an evil world. We live in a dark world. And that's why Jesus had called us to be the lights. We're called to be the lights, y'all. We're called to be the lights. So it starts with us. It starts with what are our kids listening to? Who are they hanging around? What type of environment do they have, right? And I'm going to give you guys some tips and tools and things that we can use in order to help our children and help ourselves go to the next level. Let's see if I can add this here. See if I can add this here. This Christian, that's my family and everything right here. I don't think it bumped up, but listen, I'm going to give it to you guys anyway. It didn't come up on my screen and everything. I had it planned out for you guys. I had something set up for you guys, but it didn't come up on the screen. So listen, check this out. Assess your current environment. All right. So that's number one. We got to start. Number one, somebody put that in the chat. Assess your current environment. All right. Assess your current environment. Okay. Assess your current environment. What's happening in the environment that you're living in? Okay. Evaluate that environment. Is it a good environment? Is it a bad environment? Okay. So we have to sit there and assess the environment that we live in. This is leadership skills, y'all. This is life skills. These are choices that we are making. That young man made a choice. He made a choice based on A, the environment that he lives in, B, the things that he's intaking into his spirit and into his soul. He assessed that. And for that, he thought that was the right choice. He thought that was the right choice. Whatever was happening, whatever the motive was, he felt it was the right choice to take those people out. So, and this happens time and time again. Listen, share this with somebody if you feel this, okay? I'm tired of always looking up on the news and seeing our children harmed, whether it's a shooting, whether it's a sexual act, whether they're being robbed or bullied. We have to do better as a society. We have to do better as leaders. See, my personal goal in life is to build better leaders. There's a problem here. There's a problem here, right? So oftentimes people don't understand what their purpose is or what they're called to do in life. Well, maybe that's because you haven't identified the problem that you actually want to solve. I said you haven't identified the problem that you actually want to solve. Me, I want to identify the problem of poor leadership in our world. There's many aspects and many avenues and many different communities that have very, very poor leadership. And because there's poor leadership, we end up with situations like this. We end up in situations where there's kids on drugs, or there's domestic violence, or there's school shootings, and there's things in that nature because we have poor leadership. Show me a great leader, and I'll show you great individuals that know how to follow and lead other people to the next level, right? It's choices. It's the environment. So number one is assess the environment. Number two, change your environment. Change yourself and you change your environment. I'm going to say that again. Change yourself and you change your environment. It starts with us, right? Look yourself in the mirror. What is it that you're doing? What am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? Ask yourself the question, what am I not doing? Somebody put that in the comments. What am I not doing? Amen. How many times are we going to sit here and, put the blame on someone else? Or it's this person's fault or that person's fault. Or the reason why I'm like this is because of this. Now, I'm not saying that trauma doesn't happen to people. I'm not saying that you don't have an effect. But we have to start looking at this from a different perspective. Look at yourself. What is it that you can be better at? What is it that you can be better in changing within? Leading from within, okay? So number two is change yourself and change your environment, right? Right. What am I not doing? Real, dude, for real. Right. Number three, check this out. Change who you spend your time with. This is a big one. Change who you spend your time with. We got to evaluate our circle like our life depends on it. I said you got to evaluate your circle like your life depends on it. Listen, share this stream right now with somebody that needs to hear this. You got to evaluate your circle like your life depends on it. If you're looking at your life in 2021, start asking yourself the question, what was my life like with the people that I was around? Did they elevate me? Or did they keep me at the same level? Or did they take me down a level? I'm going to say it again. Listen, evaluate the people that are in your life. Evaluate your circle like your life depends on it. Did the people in your life in 2021 elevate you, keep you at the same level, or bring you down a level? Where is that at? On a scale of 1 to 10, where did they put you? Okay? Where did they put you on a scale of 1 to 10? Because here's the thing. If they elevated you, keep them there. If they left you in the same area, then you might want to evaluate that relationship. If they brought you down a level, you might want to get rid of them, right? Those that elevated you, hang on to those people. Those that kept you at the same level, are you doing more for them than they're doing for you, right? Are you doing more for them or doing, you know what I'm saying? My wife says she needs the keys to the car, and I think I have them right here. So send one of the boys down, babe, and go ahead and grab the keys. All right. So what is the thing here? What is the thing here? Okay. Who are we elevating in life? Are you elevating others? Are they elevating you? Or are they keeping you at the same level? You got to evaluate these people, right? Let's move on. Number 4, challenge yourself in a new environment. In 2022, I want you guys to start challenging yourselves in a new environment. Challenge yourself in a new environment. All right. Challenge yourself in a new environment in 2022. Okay. All right. Now, number 5, and we're almost done here. Focus on the moment, guys. Focus on the moment. What moment are you in right here, right now? What moment are you in? Okay. What moment are you in? All right. So check this out, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to give my wife the keys to the car because she has to go and pick up our daughter. Give me 1 second. I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of this live. Here we go.
The prosecutor says a lot of work continues to happen in terms of the investigation, and she will be updating the public just as soon as there are any more developments. Live in Pontiac, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News. Carolyn, back to you.
Thank you so much, Simon. The prosecutor awfully emotional today as she was talking about this case and talking about her community here. As investigators piece together what led up to this tragedy, we are learning more about the suspect, Ethan Crumbly. 7 investigator Heather Catalo is digging into the 15-year-old's background, and Heather joins us now with what she has learned so far. Heather?
Carolyn, I'm in the village of Oxford right now where the suspect lives. And just like sheriff's officials, police here telling me they had no advance warning about this attack, but we are now learning some very concerning information that school officials met with this.
All right, so super crazy and everything right here, right? Like, this is like beyond disbelief, honestly. Like, at this point in life, we should be far past it, okay? And we got to focus on the moment. What's happening here? What is going to be the long-term effect of these students? What's going to be the long-term effect of all these people that are going through this entire community? We've got to focus on the moment right now. And how are we going to move forward in that? How are we going to go to the next level in that? After this, where do these people go? What type of trauma is going to be actually happening in this area? What can they do to get to the next level? Number 1, they're going to have to be there for each other. You have to focus on the moment. They're going to have to be there for each other. Because the reality is that all you have are each other. Who can you trust, though? Who can you trust? You gotta evaluate the circle. That's why I say you gotta evaluate this circle. Evaluate this circle and be here in the moment and focus on this moment. Number 6, listen, move forward despite the criticism. You're gonna have to move forward. We're gonna have to move forward in life. This tragedy, this moment, everything that went down here today, or yesterday rather, people are gonna have to move forward. It's going to be one of the hardest and toughest tasks that they ever done, because this story, this is going to be attached to their life for the rest of their life. So how can you're going to be able to use this story to help someone else? And a lot of times what we don't understand is the things that we go through, the things that we experience are to help someone else. These are problems that people are going to be able to solve in the end. So for those that are trying to focus on their purpose, for those that are trying to get to that next level, and if you don't know your purpose, you don't know your value in life, you don't know exactly where you want to be at, focus on the problem. What's the problem, and how do you solve the problem? Who do you need to contact to solve the problem? What are the resources that you have to solve that particular problem? So now you have to understand that in solving these issues, in solving these problems, you're now starting to fulfill your purpose in life. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know what it is that you're trying to achieve in life and your goals and what it is that you want to add value to in the world. But it's situations like this that can also inspire change. And although it may be a tragedy, although it may be a negative thing that happened, but this right here is what you can use to spark change and move forward and how you can be better inside your community. It's another wake-up call on what you need to be doing, because the reality is it could have been any one of us. It could have been you that's watching right now. It could have been, anywhere, any other community in the world. But the fact is, and the fact remains, is that we're here. So what can we learn from it? How do we grow from it? How do we build from it? Do we just brush it off? Or do we take this story, we analyze it, and we do better? We do better inside our community. We do better when it comes to politics, when it comes to our children, when it comes to our marriages, when it comes to our jobs. We have to be better. We have to be better. Because if not, the generation that's coming behind us is doomed. So we have to understand who it is that we are, passing the baton off to in the end when we're done in this world. So for me, I'm a firm believer in always making sure that leaders are taken care of, and building better leaders at that, right? Building better leaders at that. He says, like Floyd, we can't, what do you say? Like Floyd, we can't breathe in our lives or friendship relationships, our world. Amen. Amen. Right? Let's be better, guys. Let's be better in 2022. I know that we all can't cover the entire world, but you can cover your home. You can cover your community. You can cover, where you stay at. You can cover that. And everywhere you walk and everywhere you go, you have a choice. You have a choice to be better, or you have a choice to be angry. You have a choice to be stagnant, or you have a choice to elevate. You have a choice to upgrade your life. You have a choice to stay the same. So the choice is yours at the end of the day. Either turn the camera on and start talking positivity, or just let things continue to flow by. Or find what it is that you're gifted at and what you're good at, and how you can make the shift in the world that you live in, right? The reality is now is that yesterday is gone. Tomorrow will worry about itself, and today is all we have. Today is all we have. What are you going to do with today? How are you going to impact today? How are you going to go to the next level today, right here, right now? All right. Listen, guys, I pray that this helps you guys. I hope that, this is like a little good nugget and everything, that you guys gain something and everything out of it. Listen, this Monday, we're going to be live with my two new co-hosts. It's going to be an awesome show, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be live with Miss Isabel Davis, singer-songwriter Isabel Davis, this Monday. All right. So that being said, guys, when we change the mind, we change the game. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow worry about itself, and today is all you have. Make sure you guys go ahead and share this stream with someone who needs it. I love you all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.